Bam. We're live. Biomaxpeptides.com. Yay, Paper Street Coffee is going to be at Wadapalooza this year. September, what's the day? 18th, 19th, 20th, something like that. They're going to have a booth there. I'm going to be there. Me and Taylor are going to be there for sure. I think Sousa will be there too. I want to set a little podcast up on the sidelines. Maybe man, CrossFit really hooked us up by giving us that access. No Jay Crouch this morning. Video evidence shows that he is licking his wounds this morning. Him and Ricky went out and they had a long night. I got a text from him at 1 saying, "Uh-oh." And I don't want him to no more Jay freaking Crouch, no. And I want Jay when he comes on to like be just super chill and like enjoy. I want it to be a good experience for him. I don't want him to be like hungover or like not feel good or it'd be hard. You know what I mean? And I actually don't have a lot of time this morning. So if I wanted to go into the 2, 3 hour, 4 hour realm, I don't have that time, and Jay deserves that. I think Jay might talk now. So I tried to call an audible. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem, Jay. Not a problem. I tried to pivot and get Nick Johnston on. Wouldn't that have been good too? And then I was kind of like, I thought about looking at the games list and seeing that what sucks is I keep having to move Lydia Fish around because of all sorts of shit. I want to get her on. I hope she doesn't take offense to it. We've moved her 3 times now. I don't know if we've ever done that with someone, move someone 3 times. I'm like, shit. I get stressed about moving people. Nick would have been good. Yeah, we'll try to get Nick on. Maybe I'll text I could text Nick and I'll tell what is it Johns? I always get it. It's such a hard name. Is it Johnston or Johnson? Johnston. Sousa and Nick Johnston, if I have it spelled right in here. Sousa. Can we schedule Nick? Yeah, so we biomaxpeptides.com got a VIP booth, and there's strict rules around no media from the VIP booths, you know, when you bought them. And then Sarah had reached out so early to get the VIP booth, like really, really early. I think she was the first person to buy one. They weren't even for sale yet. I think they were saying there weren't going to be any VIP booths. I think that happened at the games last year too. They said there weren't going to be anyone, and she just kept insisting, and me and her just kept sending emails, and then finally we got one. And I think the same thing happened this year. I reached out really early, and the games team this year was on it though. They're like, "Okay, you're the first person. You can get the pick." And so she's already asked me. She thought the games were going to be in Carson this upcoming year, which there's no way in hell there is. We'll circle back to that in a second. But so she got the booth. She was the first person to get the booth this year, even before I think they were available, because me and her were both pressing. And the games team was great, and they got her a booth. And then they're like, "Hey, there's strict rules about not having media down there." And then we had been talking with Jenna Hawk over there at CrossFit, who was crazy accommodating, and they said we could do a podcast live in the stadium. And they had given us a spot really up high in the stadium. It was in ADA seating that wasn't being used. What's ADA? American Disabilities Act? ADA, is that? American Disabilities Act. Yeah, it was American Disabilities Act seats, like seats that, you know, for like wheelchairs and stuff. And it wasn't a bad spot. I mean, nowhere near what we got. It was 10% of what we got, but it was really up high. It was out of the way. And what's crazy, we've asked so many venues for power and internet, and they've all said like no, or it'll cost you $10,000. With the help of Charlie Doobie and what was the guy's name? Dylan Green or Tyler Green. Anyway, a couple people, just talking to a couple people, and then this chick Megan, who's a beast over at CrossFit Media. They got the first day we showed up there was a fat internet line and power up there in that ADA section. And then Thursday, we were at the venue, and Dave just walks by me and goes, "Go ahead and set your podcast booth up in your VIP section, and I'm gonna take a look at it, and there's a 90% chance or something like that that I'm gonna shoot it down." So we set it up down there, but we kept the table so clean, like, you know what I mean? Just bare minimum, just like a roadcaster and 3 microphones, 3 headsets, and they let it fly. And, you know what else is crazy? Twice we were supposed to never be live when they were live, and twice we went live when the teams were going on accident, and both times they were so fucking cool. There was no drama or anything. They just said, "Hey, guys, can't be live now." And we're like, "Oh, shit, sorry." Like, we screwed it up. I mean, it was only for, like, 5 or 10 minutes each time. I'm telling you, it was so civil. It was so, and and it is a bit of it's a contentious relationship we have with HQ. I don't know if contentious is the right word. It's a dynamic relationship. It's a dynamic relationship, right? Because obviously we report on shit that they don't necessarily want us to report on. Actually, I don't even know if it's HQ doesn't want us reporting on certain things, like if we're like talking about the chalkboards being slick. I think it's mostly, to be honest with you, it's a handful of athletes and agents and stuff who report us and make it seem like we're something we're not. And so, Jenny talked about it in her update. Danielle was completely freaking out that Jenny had access, full access. And I don't know, I don't know what they think. I don't know if they think because we report on all this stuff, like when we're there, we were gonna harass them or make them feel uncomfortable. We would never do that. We would never get in their space at the games. So, um during the meeting, I told you guys this before, during the enhanced media access meeting, they gathered up like the 50 people who had that enhanced access, and they put us in a circle, and Dave came down and basically in front of the whole group and in front of, 5 or 6 people who work on CrossFit media staff, senior people. Dave just said, "Hey," he looked at our group, which was, Bryson and Taylor and myself and Hiller and Jenny and Souza and Brad Asaraf and Patrick Rios, Pedro White. I'm trying to think. There's probably a couple others. John Young. He basically said, "Hey, if that group right there gets one complaint, just one, we're kicking them out. And we're not kicking out just one of you." And then later, Dave whispered in my ear. He goes, "Hey, dude, I need to kick one of your guys out." And I said, "What for?" And he goes, "Just to set precedent and scare you." I go, "I know, but what did they do?" He goes, "No, they don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna kick one out, like, to make an example." I'm like, "Oh, all right." It was pretty good. No one did get kicked out. Hiller almost got kicked out twice, not for any, like, major infraction, but just, it was cool. And Hiller's not stressed about getting kicked out. He didn't. I don't think any of us really cared about getting kicked out. None of us wanted to do anything wrong. We wanted to follow the rules. We cared more about our ability to prove to the people who were in charge that we can follow the rules than we were about getting kicked out. Like, if one of us got kicked out, it wasn't like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I was kicked out." It's more like, "Oh shit, like you weren't able to follow the rules." You know what I mean? It's just like pride. It's like, you just like, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's clarity on that, but you weren't worried like you lost your job or it was gonna hurt your paycheck. You just didn't wanna do it. Like, we were there to follow the rules. Yeah, 335 people watching, only 16 likes. Why don't people, hit the like button when they're watching? Do they forget, or is it not easy? Mr. Lange, "Hey, guys, I don't know what's going on with the names. I didn't do that's not like me. I didn't do that." "Dave likes to create drama by acting like that. He loves it. It makes it about him, and we all know that's his goal." No, that's not true. It's 2 things. He likes fucking with me, And I enjoy being fucked with. I actually I enjoy it. And the second and he knows I enjoy it. I take it as a compliment. And then the second thing is it's probably to put balance because they did get so many complaints about us, like, from, like, agents and a handful of athletes that he kind of just has to balance it out and let maybe it's almost showmanship or a facade to let them know that he heard them, you know what I mean? It's like a public statement, "Hey, I heard you, and we've taken action on it." So, it's like that. Kicking someone out, for nothing is the gayest thing I've ever heard. That's high school level drama that's not needed. Hey, dude, he didn't do it. Life's easy. Life's easy, Pat. Life's easy. One time someone told me they said, "Hey, you know why Tony Bunning hates you?" And I said, "Why?" And they go, "Because life's easy for you." Life's easy. I saw I don't know if Andrew posted this, but there's a perfect example. God, I really hope he posted this. Someone someone sent Andrew Hiller hold on one second. I forgot to set the phone up. Not that it matters, because every time I set it up, I have to set it up again and again and again. Oh, shit. I don't know which one is the real roadcaster. Oh, there we go. Hey, caller, what's up?
After your weekend in Albany, would you say CrossFit as a sport feels back to you after the Open and this year's games and being so successful?
I think the test this year to crown the fittest was extremely successful. It's really hard for me to answer that because there is so much energy and there is so much fun. Yeah, of course, it felt like everything was perfect. Everyone was in a good mood. People were mending relationships. Um, as soon as I saw Joe from the morning chalk up, I went over and shook his hand and like it's just human beings and everyone's for the most part no one wants to be uncomfortable. At least I don't want to be uncomfortable and I want to be civil with people in person and I recognize the fact that we're all elements of humanity there and the vibe was so positive and so like I it would be really easy for me to say yes, but I think it's a delusional answer. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we're in our own little vacuum.
yeah, just because, yeah, the games. It's like asking, like my relationship with my wife is absolutely horrible. We're on the verge of divorce, but we had some fucking like makeup sex and she blew me into oblivion. I'm gonna tell you that we're gonna stay married. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a step in the right direction, it feels like. And do you think Horvath and athletes that could have qualified regret it after how well the
Yes.
weekend went?
Yes, well, not even how well the weekend went. Every single person who wasn't there regretted it. And if you tell me that they don't think that they didn't regret it, I would say they're lying. Like I cannot. I refuse to believe it because they work so hard. You know what I mean? Like, does anyone work harder than Laura on her fitness? And then for whatever reason she has in her head, it's just a bunch of thoughts. That take one billionth of a watt of energy. She used that to not come. It makes something makes no sense. Um, yeah, something it doesn't make any sense. Th- uh, there's no value there that's like, I'm gonna stick by my values so strong that I'm gonna train my whole life for this one event, but because XYZ happened, I don't even know what that story would be. I'm not gonna go. Bullshit. And then it goes
Speaking
down,
of that,
and then it goes down, and it's amazing. They feel horrible. Yeah.
speaking of values, if you think of the Savant from 7 or 8 years ago in your stance on soda and then watching you drink Diet Coke on your own CrossFit show, is that controversial or do you find yourself, is that hard for you to see now? Or are you okay with it?
No, it's horrible. So here's the deal. So when I was there, I normally the boys drink shitloads of energy drinks, shitloads. And somehow on this trip, they fell out of vogue. Like normally we have like 2 cases of energy drinks in there. And I don't drink energy drinks except when I'm on these trips, right? So,
Yep.
so when we were there and we went to the supermarket, I got Diet Coke so that I could have just a quick fix of caffeine. And every night I would pour it into a cup because I didn't want anyone to see me. I didn't want, not so much, 49% I didn't want anyone to see me drinking Diet Coke. I wanted to like maintain like the facade of my reputation. And but the 51% was like, I didn't want to trigger anyone who would want a Diet Coke. You know what I mean? Like when I used to watch Mad Men and they would be smoking and doing shots of whiskey, the whole time I was like, fuck, I want a shot of whiskey and I want to smoke a cigarette. But on that last night, we were so tired when we got home. The last thing I wanted to do was podcast because we got up at 5 and then I was on my feet all day. And then we got back there at 7 and it was way too much social interaction for me. I do not socialize during the day when I'm at home, like at all. And so it was so much social interaction. I was fucking exhausted. And but then the very last night, I was too lazy to even pour it into a cup. I think Sousa ran and got me a cup. He just knew. I didn't even speak to him, but he knew that I guess he had figured out how I felt. But I just drank it anyway out of the can or something. But yeah, it's
thanks for your honesty.
Yeah, it's completely fucking stupid. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not like kicking myself for it. Like if someone wants to start a Reddit thread and call me a hypocrite,
no, you just got out in front of it. You're good.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, thank you for giving me a chance to
get on. Before I go, what happened to Arm & Hammer? Remember him?
I don't know, but you know what's crazy? I saw a guy yesterday named Army Hammer on Instagram. He just popped in my feed and he was saying some crazy shit, like pedo shit or something crazy, some horrible shit. And I was like, God, I hope this guy doesn't tarnish Arm & Hammer's
name. He had like no following, and he got Greg on like an interview 5, 6, 7 years ago. You remember that?
Yeah,
on a couch somewhere. It was wild.
Yeah, that was in Whistler. I don't know why Greg let him come up there either. Sometimes all of a sudden out of the blue, Greg would just embrace these fucking haters like Wooly or Arm & Hammer or Craig Ritchie. It was so weird when he would do that. I don't know. I don't know what his thinking was. When I worked at CrossFit up until 2020, I don't think I ever went to Reddit once. I never went to a message board, and I watched zero outside media. But I do think that Arm & Hammer was extremely popular, and there was another thing that CTP was part of called Barbell Shrugged, and I think that was hugely popular. But I never, ever consumed their shit because I was too busy doing my own thing. I still don't consume hardly any media in the CrossFit space unless I can multitask. So I consume Clydesdale media because usually it's right when I get off the show and I'm driving the kids somewhere, and then or I'm out in the garden. And then the other thing, and then I consume Hiller and Hiller when I'm on the assault bike. But what I really need someone to do is and I try to do it with my friends. Anytime Pedro's live or anyone's live in the space, the Glinton things, or just anyone's live, get with the programming. I need someone to send me a link because I don't hang out on YouTube. So I never know. And my phone's so fucking chaotic that I don't see the notifications. You know what I mean? So
you are the media right now. So we're all good.
Yeah, but so I don't know what happened to Arm & Hammer, but you know, he was now in hindsight, my feelings towards him are pretty high because I recognize, because I have people in my group who are like him in the sense that they're crazy passionate, they're crazy independent. You know, I do think though that probably I'm guessing that those people get a lot of things wrong because they don't know really what's going on. The most recent thing is Danielle Brand. Someone said, "Hey, Danielle Brandon, why didn't they talk about you on the live stream?" And she said, "Because I angered the wrong people." And like, that couldn't be like further from the truth. I remember one year Scott Panchek was in a race with something in a games event or something, and we missed the entire fucking race, and that was the most important thing. It has nothing to do with the people. No one at HQ is thinking like that. All the resources are so slim and everyone's just doing the best job that they can. And people get trapped in their head and make up these stories, and they're just complete fucking horseshit. There's like literally no conspiracies around CrossFit and the hating on the athletes. Like, just imagine Fisa signed that letter asking Dave to be fired, and she got a road to the games. It's like, and she was the first one on his podcast. It's like, it's completely stupid. Another thing to add to that Danielle Brandon thing, just think about this. After the games were over, she's complaining that she didn't get media, right? Or there's some conspiracy. After the games were over, many of the top athletes, including Tia, James Sprague, Jason Hopper, they did post-show interviews with the CrossFit media team that's putting a doc together. Ian Wittenberg, Tyson Oldroyd, et cetera. And so James Sprague did his interview from 12 a.m. to 1:45 a.m. Tia Toomey showed up to do her interview at 5 a.m. You know who didn't show up to do her interview? Danielle Brandon. And so, and that's her prerogative, but you can't have it both ways. You can't say you're being blackballed when there's just such limited resources and everyone's doing the best that they can. If they would have put the cameras, if the cameras would have been on Danielle Brandon, Chase and Adrian would have been talking about her and singing her praises. And so it just bums me out that people get trapped between their ears like that.
It happens. Well, thanks, Sevy. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I think that
all right, bye for now.
Bye. And I think that like people like Arm & Hammer and those bye for now. I think people like Arm & Hammer and those guys like that, they thought that there was more going on than there was. There's that story that Clydesdale broke yesterday is wild. I think you guys should be watching for dense updates. I think Jenny has video of that interaction. I think what happened was, and stay tuned tomorrow. Yeah, stay tuned. All sorts of people have been feeding her and Hiller information regarding that confrontation. I guess Sunday night, Danielle and Matt Torres coincidentally ended up at the same pub, and there was a explosive interaction. So tomorrow on Dense Updates, you probably get to see the video of that shit, which is kind of cool. It's fun, right? And kudos to Danielle. Fuck, she killed the games, man. She killed the games. And kudos to I don't know if you guys saw I want to tell you guys a story about something that someone sent to Hiller too. Don't let me forget. Kudos to Apollo. This is Barclay Clydesdale Barclay. The fuck is Barclay's last name? Barclay Del Monte? Barclay. The fuck is Barclay's last name? Apollo, but just Dale. Oh, just Dale. Barclay Dale. Fuck. Okay. Fine. Good. Thank you. Barclay Dale. Barclay Dale made these and posted these, and Dave collabed with them, or he collabed with Dave, or something happened. These are sick. This is a moving graphic of the leaderboard. This is so sick. That's cool, right? And then the event names are written on the top, and then you can see how they did relative to the rest of the heats. It's fun watching the arrows. I was watching Danielle's arrow the other day. She was all over the place. I like watching Ricky's too. Ricky Goddard. Anyway, he's got this for the boys and the girls. Yeah, Dense Update is quickly becoming the flagship show of the Sevon Podcast Network, and not just because of our awesome rockin' tits. Yeah, the show is off the chart. It's the show, dude. I can't tell you how cool she is, and everyone knows it. If you hang out with her, everyone knows it. Do you know what makes you, cool? So there's people in the group who are just, like, fucking amazing at their job. Everyone's just amazing at their job. But what makes it so, like, you're everyone's favorite is, like, you're the first person waiting by the car. You remember where the car is parked in the garage. You're the one that makes sure when Sarah Cox walks into the booth, you stand up and give her a hug. You are the one that checks after everyone's left. You check the fucking booth and tell someone, "Hey, someone forgot their sunglasses." Like that. That's what takes because being the best at what you do only makes you a C in this group because everyone's fucking like a rock star. Everyone works their ass off. But when you're in the living room, and everyone's there at night, you're not fucking starved for attention, or she just sits in the corner and does her job and works on shit. She could easily, because of the status of her show, she could easily walk around like the big dick. She has no emotional journey. So all the boys you see will go through emotional journeys. It's so funny, right? People get tired, people get angry. There's little fights in our group, who took my last drink, who ate that, who's cooking dinner. Like none of that from her. I don't know if she farts, but she laughs when other people fart. Yeah, like she laughs when other people fart. It's crazy. Um you can't uh something doesn't make sense because as the woman in the group, she should be the highest maintenance, and not only is she the lowest maintenance, but she's the most valuable team player. It's nuts. I don't really get it. I don't get it. Yeah, she doesn't shit in the shower. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she does. I never showered with her. Um, Oh, yeah, she remembers to shake Dave's hand. Yeah, all that. Good call, Maris. Yeah, all that shit. So, it's weird. It's almost like too good to be true. Yeah, mom life. I know that's basically what it feels like. Like basically, she has 3 daughters and she has 2 very young daughters, like my boy's age. And so she never leaves, I guess, mom mode. I want to go over to Hiller's Instagram and see uh if he posted this. Nope, he didn't. Damn. He had the most bizarre fucking interaction. He had the most bizarre interaction with someone in his DMs. Holy shit. I really hope he shows it because I want to do a whole bit on it. He said I'll post it. Some of these fucking people that he shared it with our group, and all of us are just like our mouths are wide open. We all have these experiences, but this one is like museum quality. This is a grown ass man is acting like a 16-year-old girl who's like uh uh, uh, uh having a week before she's PMSing, but he's a grown ass man. It is crazy. People, there's this line, who would you be without that story? Right? So someone flips you off and you're pissed and you're like, that guy's an asshole. And you can just ask yourself, who would I be without that story? And you can point that phrase towards any thought, and that thought will dissolve. You can just be like, who would I be without that story? And most thoughts will dissolve. Like just making up. So what happens is I ask you a question, how old are you? And then you in your head, without me knowing, goes, oh my God, this is so offensive. This person thinks I'm old. And then you respond with, because instead of saying I'm 27, you go, oh my God, that's so rude. How old do you think I am? And now you're now talking to yourself, and the other person doesn't know what happened. And it's all just in your head. Yeah, it's where Jeff Bako lives. Jeff Bako lives in his head like that. Yeah. Smash the like button. Yeah. How many likes we got? Why not smash the like button? It is this is such a crazy interaction. Also, I had a really good talk with Hiller yesterday about Bill Leahy, I did Hiller do a podcast with Leahy yesterday? I got a notification. It's crazy because I wanted to have Bill on. Now I don't. Um, did he have Bill on yesterday? Oh no, he didn't. Maybe he's gonna have. Oh no, live. Here we go. Responding. No. What are you having Bill on, Andrew? How come I don't see anything scheduled? If he doesn't, if he has Bill on, you should watch it. If he doesn't have Bill on, I'm gonna watch it. It makes so much sense. What happened to Bill to me? He busted that Achilles, snapped that thing, and then basically he couldn't train in certain domains for 8 months. And yeah, I think the fact that he even yes, Bill is on 1 your time today, and the post is up. Oh, okay. How come you don't have the Bill Leahy? I don't see the Bill Leahy scheduled, but I got a notification for it. I thought it was yesterday, and I missed it. I'm in your live. Look at. I'm in the live page. It's gonna be a really good podcast with Andrew and Bill. I don't think anyone should sleep on Bill or think that this was normally I don't believe in like, hey, you just showed up, that was enough. But for Bill, I really think it was. I really think it is. No, I don't think they're gonna break up. I think actually I think Andrew fully gets it. Because Andrew was explaining it to me yesterday, and not in the sense that like he was making excuses for Bill. He was just talking about Bill's trajectory. Bill sleeps on Bill. I think Leahy is. I think Bill's going to be I think it's as long as he stays healthy. I think it's upward and onward for Bill. Oh, okay. Here it is. Look at this fucking interaction. This is so crazy. Unfortunately, I think this is maybe how Danielle's life might operate. So someone writes this text message. Someone writes this DM to Andrew. This is so crazy. Why you hating on CrossFit Games so hard on your post? Now I follow Hiller pretty closely, and I don't see him hating on him at all. Not trying to be toxic or rude. That's a sign right there when someone's already like saying something like that. That's a red flag. I just have been seeing a lot of your posts, and there's nothing but negative ones and no positive ones. Are you highlighting only the negative? Is the CrossFit Games that bad? I don't get any of that from Andrew Hiller's account. At least not, especially during the games. Asking because I truly don't know the rules or what's going on. Again, not trying to call you out or anything. Very, very weird wording. And then Andrew says, where? I think that's a woke euphemism. Yeah, maybe. What's this guy's name? Jake Hillard. We got to go over and see his account and see what the fuck he's up with. That's right. So he says you're being really negative, and then Andrew says where, right? So like, hey, can you point to where I'm being negative? That's just liberal talk. How do you interact in the world if you have to preface everything like that? Like your productivity must be so incredibly low, and your intimacy with humans must be just horrendous. Anyway, what Andrew says is where, like, "Hey, dude, let me know." Like, it's pretty fair. And Andrew actually told me, this guy doesn't know this, but when after Andrew sent this to the group, I called him. I'm like, "What the fuck? Is this real?" He said, "Yep." So Andrew told me he was driving while doing this, and so he was just using one word, like, responses, like, just where. And then here's the response. This is where it gets crazy. I said it in my last message. Post 3 to 5 of your most recent to be more exact. First of all, how the fuck is he supposed to know, like, when this was sent relative to the post? Like, just send the post. But anyway, post 3 to 5 of your most recent to be exact. I'm not gonna argue if you're gonna be sarcastic about it. So now right away, this guy's in his head. I would never think if Andrew said to me where he was being sarcastic. And even if he was, it's not my place to interpret that. I was just trying to learn and understand why these movements are incorrect. Hope you uh uh hope oh shit, where is it? Hope you have a better day or something. Hope you have a better day. And then Andrew says, I'm not being sarcastic. You thinking lack of squat depth is negative is your own issue. Totally. So Andrew does him a solid and lets him know that, right? Like, hey, that's not yeah, that's that's not negative. No, you commenting back in an arrogant way to someone asking a genuine question of not knowing. What the fuck did he say that was arrogant? Where? Where? So now this guy has a whole fucking story going on in his head about Andrew. No, you commenting back in an arrogant way to someone asking a genuine question of not knowing, specifically stating that in my first message is the issue. So now he claims he didn't know, but he obviously knew something, or else he couldn't call Andrew arrogant. You know when the story of, like, they say you come to the master and the master's going to impart wisdom on you, but you can't hear it because your cup is full and it runneth over. You guys know that story? You know the story about the guy who spent like a month fucking climbing to a mountaintop to meet the master. He knocks on the door and an old man, a ratty old homeless looking man, opens the door and the guy says, I'm here to see the master. Can you take me to the master? And the guy says, sure. And he walks the guy from the front of the house to the back of the house, opens the back door and lets the guy out and shuts the door. And the guy's like, what the fuck just happened? Because he had a presupposition of what the master would look like. This guy's claiming he was asking in a genuine, non-toxic way, open way with no presuppositions. And the second he doesn't get the answer, a one-word answer where his cup runneth over, Andrew's being arrogant. He wasn't ready for any answer. He came there knowing that what Andrew was doing was toxic. He wasn't ready. Specifically stating that in my first message is, no, you commenting back in an arrogant way to someone asking a genuine question of not knowing. No, you did know, and it wasn't genuine. It was the exact opposite of genuine. Specifically stating that in my first message is the issue. I was very polite and made sure to say in my message there was no toxicity coming from the question. Um, I guess that's the libtard thing. Politeness over honesty. That used to be me too. Kindness over honesty. That's the libtard way. That's kind of the libtard litmus test. Politeness. There's politeness over honesty. I was very polite and made sure to say in my message there was no toxicity coming from my question. It was simply me not knowing. No, you did know, you fucking jackass. You came with the presupposition of it being negative, and when he told you it wasn't negative, you couldn't accept that. And looking for an answer for my better understanding. No, you don't want to understand. You're not trying to understand. You're not trying to understand. Lose the ego. What the fuck is going on? By the way, this is me talking to my girlfriend when I'm 16, and the first time I realized what what's it called? A woman who's PMSing, premenopausal. Like you're like, oh shit. Like they just want to take you into deep water. I can't believe men act like this. And I just can't fucking believe a grown man still acts like this. It's fucking crazy to me. I just wonder what the quality of this dude's life is. It must be fucking horrible. He doesn't talk to anybody. He's just constantly talking to himself. Lose the ego and try to be better. Try to be better, nice to people, or just leave it on red next time. Try to be better, nice to people. No, that's not the goal is not to be nice to people. The goal is to be a dignified person with a lot of integrity. That's like the next level. By the way, anyone who does that, you can change your life. You have to attack the small ones too, even all the small white lies. Your life will improve so much. Like when you're talking on your phone with your friend and you're like, I got to go. My wife's calling me for dinner. You don't have to do that. You don't have to lie. You can just be like, I got to go. Okay, I'm done. You just hang up. You just hang up too. It doesn't matter. Cool people don't care. Okay, bye. Just like that. Okay, bye. I got a friend who's supposed to come over and pick up, he called me yesterday and he's like, hey, I have some, he's got a little kid and I got some train sets I want to give him. He's like, hey, are you home? I'm like, no. Okay, bye. And I just hang up. Because I was like doing 10 things. That's it. No, okay, bye. It was simply me not knowing and looking for an answer for better understanding. Lose the ego. Bro, you are 100% an egomaniac. And try to be better, nice to people, or just leave it on red next time. He said where? He said fucking where? Life's a lot more fun when you aren't looking for arguments. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, Jake. Jake Hillard. You just fucking picked a fight with a guy. You just fucking picked a fight with a fucking guy. You just picked a fight with a guy and told him life's more fun when you're not looking for arguments. This is amazing. Hey. This
Isn't
is
that great?
Dude, this is museum quality shit, dude.
I think this dude is like 18. That's the one I have it up right away. I'm like, this dude's not going to be able to this comment section.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me fix my phone. Let me fix my phone. Hold on. Let me fix this. It's popping. When are they going to fix the Roadcaster and make it perfect? Hold on, Andrew. Sorry. Hold on. I'm almost there. Son of a bitch. What'd you say, Craig Ritchie? So Jack right now? Okay, I'll look at that in a second too. Hold on. I'm having trouble with my phone. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hold on one. Let me call you back in 2 seconds. Bye. Should I just send Andrew a link? Can he just come on? I wonder what he's doing. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let's see if we can go. I might have to start the whole Roadcaster, which normally I don't do, but I would do for Andrew. Oh, here we go. So then Andrew just responds with no. Oh, are you there? Oh shit, my fucking Roadcaster is not working. Hey, where are you? Can you just come on? Can you just come on if I send you a link? Okay, let me send you a link. Okay, bye. Sending. Okay, so then this guy says no. Then he says you're a loser, and Andrew says I know you are, but what am I? This shit is crazy. Mr. Jake Hillard. Oh, I see what's going on. I wonder if he's rich because his chick, dude, you're way out of your league. Every post is with your girlfriend. Damn. How about this photo? It's just a shot of her hammers. Those are crazy hammers. So this guy likes to drink beer and he's got some crazy hot chick behind him.
1 second. I got to see where my dog's at.
All right. Enjoy. He's a kid. So here's the thing. If I'm just some dude out in the East Coast and I DM Andrew and he responds, Killer and Titties, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Killer and Titties, that's a good show. Even though Jake Crouch isn't here.
The thing about people that age and a lot of people these days is they differentiate the internet and reality. So I look at things as if someone walked up to me on the street and they're like, why are you doing that? And I would just say, what am I doing?
Right.
So he's like, why are you so negative? And I was like, where? Tell me where. Like, tell me which ones.
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking that this week when I hear athletes say or interview people say to athletes, are you feeling pressure? And I was thinking, man, the athlete should ask what that means. What do you mean pressure? There's got to be a different way, better way to ask that question just because it's been asked so much. I'm not in a bad way, but yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Where? And then he just fucking goes off on you and calls you arrogant and toxic and
and then he tells me to have a good day and I'm like, damn, he must not be having a good day. Maybe his girlfriend is giving him a hard time. The chick in every single one of his pictures.
Yeah, listen, boys, your girl gets to be that, not you. Like when you date girls, like once a month they get to be that person where you don't know what the fuck's going on because you're fighting with the conversation that's also in their head. You don't get to do that. You're a fucking man. You're an adult man. We're like doorknobs.
Hey, I also really thought that it's the games weekend and everything's going everywhere. Like the engagement's crazy, the impressions are crazy because everyone's looking at the games.
Right.
And I thought this dude is completely ignorant to the CrossFit space and he was totally curious. And I'm like, damn, the first thing you think about my post is that I'm being negative about the fact that they're not squatting to depth. Because there's no way he knows who Will Morad is. And if that were the case, I'm just taking pictures of some dude in the crowd.
You don't think that guy's a CrossFitter? You think he just stumbled upon your account? Oh.
There's no way. No, it was a thumbnail on YouTube that I was talking about, but he's jacked here too. He's crazy. Look at that. He's just crazy looking.
How is he so jacked? Why is he so jacked? Is he doing something or he's just
he constantly says that he's natural. And sometimes that's a red flag. He might be a freak. The thing is, during the pandemic, he looked like nothing. And that's a bad omen to go from nothing to that. Now he's got great muscle insertions. But if I were
you were pretty jacked when you weren't on anything. You were jacked.
I didn't look like that. I did not look like that, but I was jacked.
If I gave you $1 million and you had to guess, would you say he's on something?
Yes, I would.
Hey, do you think that's where his whole the mental health thing came from too? The mental health issue, getting on and off that shit.
I think that when mental health is talked about in general, like when it comes to anabolics, it's under talked about. It might be like the top priority on anabolic usage would be mental health with it.
Richie's absolutely juicing now. A buddy of mine and yours who's been on just like endless amounts of just everything, Tren and Anavar and D-ball and pills and up and down for more than 20 years, told me that, hey, dude, it is fully mentally addicting. And then another buddy of mine who got on TRT, was 75 years old, told me that he's been depressed because of what you were saying about it, because of you coming on the show in the early days. He said, for 20 years, I've been on antidepressants. I got off of antidepressants, then I got on TRT, and I've never been happier.
It's nuts. When I stopped for the 3 or so months, it
Yeah.
was crazy how just sluggish I felt. And I think like extended sluggishness might lead to depression.
Yeah, if you're not motivated, not being motivated sucks.
David Weed has a great comment. All of the drugs in the world will not make me look like that.
And dude,
muscle insertions.
And dude is rude as hell in person. Yeah, I always give him a pass, like something's socially wrong with him. But if something's not socially wrong with him, he's rude as hell. Where do you see David's comment?
It was up a little bit here.
All the drugs in the world will not make Hiller look like that. So what's he saying? What's the implication with that comment? Is he saying that?
Well, here's the deal.
He is or isn't on drugs?
Do you know who Chris Bumstead is? He's like the 6 or 7 time Mr. Olympia, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking dude. Modern era.
Chris Bumstead. I'm sure I'll recognize him. No, I don't know who this guy. Isn't that weird? I only know him because of you. I always get him confused with the blonde haired dude.
I don't know the blonde haired dude, but this dude's. So here's the deal. If Craig is not using steroids, Craig very realistically could take steroids and challenge Chris Bumstead for the Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I mean, so this guy for sure. Because this guy for sure is on drugs.
Yes, you have to be in order to compete there, and I'm pretty sure he's even said he does, but not what he takes.
Because his body just looks like a bigger version of
Richie.
Yeah.
And it's just like the way that your delts come on into your humerus or wherever they insert it up in there. But Richie looks like that, just not like that.
Richie's waist is so small. That's got to help a lot.
It does. Yeah. And what David said is accurate. Like there's no amount of steroids you could take to look like Travis.
A Bajent?
Yeah. I mean, people are just born with what they got. And steroids will give you an extra. Well, steroids will bring you to 100% of what you got, and then they'll give you an extra 5 to 10%.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler's the one I know.
Right.
And his body looks nothing like this. He looks more like a female CrossFit Games athlete. He looks more like SpongeBob.
Who?
Jay Cutler.
Because of the rectangularness.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? You know how like the girls who are like been training for fucking 10 years, they start to get so fucking thick in the core, they start to look like fucking linebackers. They look like SpongeBob.
Hey, that's an interesting
but it didn't happen to Tia, and I bet you it's not going to happen to Emma Lawson. Sorry, go ahead.
The rectangular part?
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen to them.
I mean, again, it's just their parents and how they were born. That's the thing about like some CrossFitters, like with the amount of like how jacked they're, like Noah Olson. Yeah. If Noah Olson went on steroids, he could very realistically be, and he is a genetic freak, and we know that, he'd be a Mr. Olympia contender. But probably not even to the extent that Richie is, because Richie doesn't even train hypertrophy. He was an Olympic weightlifter for so long.
You don't think he's training that now to get that body?
Well, I've seen what he does with his new programming, and it's just aerobic work. And then he Olympic weightlifted for so long. I don't think he did hypertrophy. And you know what I mean by that, right? Just like time under tension and putting the muscle into this state of growth.
I know people have accused Noah of doing steroids, but his dad has the exact same body Noah has, which is crazy. And that was the same thing with Brooke Entz. Her mom has the exact same body Brooke has.
It's the ultimate claim to being natural is your parents look like that, and there's a nice linear progression. But what happens is you've got someone like Noah who was like $150.
Yeah.
And then he goes and joins Guido, and him and Guido blow up at the exact same time, and they put on 20, 30 pounds simultaneously, and they say it was GOMAD. Do you know what GOMAD is?
Drink a gallon of milk a day or something?
Yeah. And it's like, all right, well, again, they're freaks.
Guido's massive.
They look similar.
Yeah, Guido is massive. He was like he was like do you know what he remind? Yeah, Guido is fucking his body's crazy. Do you remember there was a CrossFit Games athlete out of Fuck, I'm so embarrassed. I can't remember his name. I really liked him. He's old school. He's 2008, 9. He was a running back in college. He's a little guy. He had a crazy vertical jump. He trained at Joe Westerland's gym. It was Joe, Ricky, and this dude. Fuck, what's his name?
Are you saying he was jacked or what?
He was Guido, but like if you're insinuating that Guido's taking steroids, he was built like Guido, but without like all that fucking massive jackness. This guy looked natural. Someone will say his name. He was basically like the first version of like Scott Panchik. Like he was the guy who was always going to be, you know, between 3rd and 10th. God, what the fuck was that guy's name? He was insane. I did a lot of videos with him in the early days. He was out of Omaha.
I'm not going to come up with this name. I don't know it.
No, it's not Guido. It's Guido. Guido is amazing. And Guido's personality is a 10 too.
Hey, here's the thing about Noah as well, is like his performances at the games, they ebb and flow so interestingly where you might even interpret the fact that his cycles were off. And the year that he pushed Matt, he was absurd looking, especially coming out of the water. He came out of the water and his lats were like something you'd never seen before. The development on those suckers was crazy. And it's like, how do you go from being a world killer to not really even pressing for the top 10?
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, he was in my region.
Yeah, so Kyle Kasperbauer, he's like you would think if this guy got on the juice, he would look like Guido.
YRM 1922, have kids first. No
right. This guy looks Guido looks Kyle Kasperbauer looks natural, right?
Certainly in that picture.
Yeah. But you could see that if he got all juiced up, he might turn into a Guido. I mean, you know what's interesting? Have you seen the drug Olympics that they're doing?
Yeah, the enhanced games.
The enhanced games. Did you see what happened to that swimmer?
He set a record and they gave him a bunch of money.
Did you see what happened to his body, his lats?
Yeah, he turned into a bird.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. This guy looked nothing like this when he was an Olympian. Like nothing. like nothing. I mean, dude.
Damn, those things are just that suit looks like it's too big, doesn't it?
Hey, dude, that's what those shots of Danny Spiegel squatting from the front. You can see her ass in the back. That's this guy's lats.
Yeah, he's big. I never saw this. He looks really big.
Dude, he is huge. And look at him before. Yeah, same guy. There's he posts a before and after picture somewhere.
Should I just quadruple the dose I'm on and see if I look like that?
And see what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want you to get sick or anything, but I would love to see that. God, he had a before and after photo that was so fucking crazy. Hey, and you know,
do it.
And obviously he was an Olympian before, but someone was saying when he set the world record, his form was just complete shit.
I wonder what that deadlift is. Can you click on that?
Yeah.
What is that? Let's see if I can do the math quick. I can't. Wait a minute.
Oh, he trains with Coach Bergner?
Jump.
I went for a max power clean 225 and my grip quit.
That's not 225. That is so weird. Yeah, that's crazy how much bigger he got from even there.
Yeah. And this is over a year ago.
McCaskey, I'm at 175 right now.
That's how much you weigh, Hiller?
No. Milligrams of test a week.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
I was 193 this morning, and then I pooped. So I was pre-poop 130, 195.
How much do you think you poop?
Probably a pound. You ever weigh yourself before and after?
No.
It's fun.
I should, yeah.
Well, I pee. I scale. I lost a pound peeing, and I didn't after I pooped.
You think Jason Hopper is on steroids?
No.
And do you think the majority of wins at the CrossFit Games, the winner's been on steroids? 19 games. You think 10 of them have been on steroids?
That was good.
Boy, if you say yes, that really throws a wrench in the system.
How about a quarter?
Hey, a quarter. Okay. Hey, so, and God bless you, Ricky. I love you to death. But if you were just to look at their bodies, Jason, Ricky, James, Dallin, Austin, Jay Crouch, Justin Medeiros, Jeffrey Adler, Roman Krennikov. I mean, and I know it's just the eyeball test, but you got to say that Jason and James and Justin are not on the juice. And that if anyone was on the juice, it would be Jeffrey, Jay, Dallin, and Ricky. Just looking at their bodies. I mean,
it would be specifically Ricky.
Right. Ricky, of course. I mean, he looks like a fucking alligator. I mean, his body looks so fucking hard.
And like for Ricky, I wouldn't even think it was. It wouldn't even need to be anabolic. It would just be growth hormone and EPO.
Right. And no judgment, Ricky. Like, we don't care. Like, if you're doing it, good on you. Like, me and Hill, at least I don't give a shit. But Hatfield's jacked out of his mind too.
Hatfield looked like that.
Hatfield looks like an action figure.
That's like the thing. It's just like if you've looked like that forever, there's no ebb and flow. It's like either you're really dumb because you never cycle, or it's how you're born.
Oh, you think that they all should cycle?
It's the healthy way to go about it.
Like, no, but you think if you're across the
off for 5 years straight,
you think if you're across the games athlete, you should juice? You should find a way.
No.
You dedicated your whole life to sport. You're 23 years old. You have a chance to win $300,000 in the game and get $300,000 bonuses from your sponsors and make $600,000. You've done everything right. You're eating right, sleeping right, semen retention, the whole fucking 9 yards.
You think that they do that?
The semen retention?
Did you ask Dallin that question yesterday?
Nuh-uh.
You missed out.
Yeah, I did.
He'll be answer.
Oh, what is it?
Can't tell you. You didn't ask him.
Did you ask him?
No.
Oh.
But I knew you'd get excited thinking about it.
You don't think that they should go the extra mile? The only downfall of going the extra mile, there's two downfalls. You have to keep a secret, and that can kind of suck, right? And then also getting caught.
You can ask Ricky about all that stuff. The thing is, he didn't know he was keeping a secret. He was just dumb. Right?
Yeah. I mean,
as far as what we know.
Yeah. I do semen retention. It's 100% legit.
Here's the deal. And I think Hobart talked a bit about this on Peter's podcast yesterday. It's like the separation of the games and the methodology. My favorite word. But like CrossFit makes you the best version of you. And sometimes it elevates you to the level of the games. And I think that like the best version of you is dictated by mom and dad. Like, and there's nothing you can do about it, but CrossFit will express the fittest version of your genes. And I really think anabolics give you a bit more. But for most people, they can't make the games. There's nothing you can do. There isn't a program on earth that'll get you there. Like doing HWPO versus Proven versus Sentinel versus my program is not going to elevate you to the level of the games. It's dictated by birth.
But when you say birth, like I'm on this total trip right now that it's just all about the people who are mentally the strongest in relation to the fact in their training they're able to go 100% when needed.
If your dog's run over when you're 4 years old, maybe it changes the way your brain's wired.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason Tia is unstoppable.
Right.
Because something crazy happened and she flipped it between the ears.
I think that's more important than genetics. The two things that I think are the most important right now.
No, it's not, dude.
Hold on. Let me just throw this out there and then we can debate it. I think the two most important things are how you move. So in the byproducts of that, of not getting injured and being efficient. And then the second thing is the mental piece that's not genetic, that makes it so you're okay to hurt every single day from when you're 17 to 24 to get the most intense adaptation. And then I think genetics is a distant third. You disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with it, but I do think how you move is dictated by birth as well. Femur length, upper or torso length, your squat mechanics. Like you'll never squat like Colton.
Right. I was thinking more like motor recruitment pattern, like just
like Hobart because of your hip capsules.
Right. I mean, I do squat like Hobart. I do squat like Hobart.
No, you don't.
Your
back's perpetually fucked up.
What?
Your back is perpetually fucked up.
Yeah, you think that's my squat? I thought it's because I jumped off the roof when I was on mushrooms in college. No,
no, but that is why your brain's wired that way.
All right.
I think we're kind of saying the same thing.
Hopper,
I rewatched my Hopper video,
mm-hmm.
and he talks about it. What you're saying, the mental spot, like he's crazy willing to go to spots that like Fraser, and he could see Fraser go into those spots mentally. You know, T is wired different.
Yeah,
so I think it's both.
And then you hear, there was some video. I don't know if you made it or not, but it was Rich and Haley working out in the garage, in the barn or something, and then basically Haley's like, yeah, Rich finished his workout and he's not like on his side anymore. And then you ask him and he goes, yeah, I just don't want to go to that place anymore. Like you reach a point where you're like, hey, not going there anymore. I don't even know where that place is.
And I believe Fraser went there so often that when he had to go to the games, he didn't have to.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, you saw with Tia this year at the games. Dave reposted the covering CrossFit dude, and everyone's on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Tia's never on the floor. You ever see Tia on the floor? Laying down, dead? I think I saw Raptus posted a picture for laying on the ground, just laying there. Everyone's laying there. Hopper was laying there after every workout.
I got a great video. I should pull it up. And it's I can't remember. It's in the men's heat. And the first man crosses, and then every man, like you said, after him crosses, and he's fucking like sprawled out.
Yeah.
Like basically like you could rape those guys. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just completely incapacitated. Like
they're gone.
You could diddle their butts. They couldn't stop you. Yeah.
You totally could.
Oh my God. Start a Reddit thread. Hey, did you see, did you know Uber, if you're a female, you can request female drivers?
Interesting.
Yeah, I was reading an article today that every 8 minutes, a female is being sexually harassed on an Uber. Every 8 minutes.
That's just like subjective, though, you know.
Well,
what does that mean? How do you determine that? I mean, it's whether or not I feel as if your butthole comment right there made me feel uncomfortable.
Right. I totally agree. Or if I say where to you, and then you're like, why are you being a dick?
There you go.
Stefan, why are you trying to suck my dick? I didn't. I said where. Well, it seemed like trying to suck my dick. Yeah. But they've had 400,000 reports since 2017 of sexual misconduct by drivers. And you're right. I guarantee you a shit like what would constitute as one is if a driver told the passenger they were attractive.
Yeah, I do think that in that sort of like servers, right? Like they have to, it's their job to give you food. It's their job to be nice. And like, if you can't read the room and you're just a weirdo.
Yeah.
There is a boundary there. I can totally agree with that. It does piss, like there's a trend on, you'll always scrolling and there will be people with their meta glasses on, like flirting with their waitresses and shit. I'm like, fuck, this is so stupid. I'm like Ty Jenkins now. Block.
Block. Hey, did he say why he blocks those people in your video?
I just don't think he wants to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he said.
Yeah. I had to get out of an Uber once, well, because you're hot. And I had to ask the driver because I asked the driver if he wanted me in the front or back seat, and he asked if it was a sex position.
That's not so subjective. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's something you say on this podcast. You don't say when you're an Uber driver.
Damn.
Hey, so that's the interesting thing there though is like it's truly like of those 400,000 complaints, 399,999 of them are women about men. Like you're not getting, like, even if a woman did sexually harass a man, he's not reporting her.
And if I were Uber, I'd totally implement what they did.
Yeah.
Requesting a woman driver. It's pretty smart.
But you couldn't request like a white driver or a black driver. Like, can you imagine, like, if you could request your driver because color's a correlate, it's subjective, right? It's like, hey, just because you're black doesn't mean you're going to be a criminal. Just because you're white doesn't mean you're going to be a Nazi. It's just like your upbringing. But if you're a man, like, you're a pervert. Do you know what I mean? That's like, but I bet you in some of those cities, I bet you like if in like San Francisco, you could choose a driver by the color, they'd be okay with it. And people would only pick like black drivers.
I think I've only really had black drivers.
I've only had Armenian drivers. I've only had like Middle Eastern drivers.
And they're all like crazy nice. They offer you water.
Yeah. Well, the black drivers you have, to be fair, they're not from this country, right?
I mean,
they have like that funny African accent.
That is if they even speak.
Right.
And it's like, here's a water. They just show it to you. Like, do you want this?
I Ubered for the first time in my life in Albany and accidentally sent the Uber to the wrong hotel. People are saying that's impossible to do, but it happened. No, it can happen. I've done shit like that, especially when the hotels are all packed in there.
Peter said he spent hundreds of dollars on Uber. I think he said $600 on Ubers when he was in Albany. And I'm like, you're taking the wrong Ubers, dude, or too many Ubers. Like, just stay in one spot. Chill.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so much. Like, just rent a car.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, like if you asked your boyfriend if he wanted you from the front or from the back, then he wouldn't unlock the door until I let him apologize to me. Oh, shit.
I was talking to one of my ex-girlfriends not too long ago, and she has these crazy stories. And she had an Uber story where they basically took her completely off path, and Uber contacted her, and they're like, we see you're in the wrong area. Yeah. Are you okay? She's like, yeah. No, this person won't let me out of the car.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah, this article I read talked about how this Uber sent this one lady, she was held hostage for 6 hours, and they sent her forward like, hey, are you okay? And every time she's like, no, I'm not okay. And still no one came to help her.
I think the police were sent in my situation, or her situation, the story that I knew.
I spent $75 a day on Ubers in Albany. Wow. Hey, doesn't Uber have something like when the demand, I think I saw that in Madison when we were there too. They have something when the demand is high, they jack the prices up to fuck with people.
I don't know if it's really messing with anybody. It's just smart.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right. Supply and demand.
Yeah. That's why I drove. I paid $30 for parking, and I just left it there all day.
We just went up to the parking garage every day, and they said, do you have a media pass? And we said, no, they never gave us one. And then they'd be like, okay, we'll let you in. And we did that every single day.
Was that black dude?
That was the black dude for the first like 4 days. And then it was some old white lady.
I got there the first couple of days. So I paid $90 for my car to be there.
Hey, that black dude was cool. He's like, hey, are you on this list? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, just write your name on it.
I saw your name on there. I saw a couple names. I think I saw Hobart's name on there. Or maybe it was Adrian's name.
Hey, dude.
Kind of back and forth.
Hey, dude, like with no fucking reaction time. He goes, here's the list. Are you on it? And I knew I wasn't on it. And he goes, cross your name off the list when you see it. And like immediately I went to Medeiros. Like just like fucking immediately.
The guy looks at you and it's like, yeah, you kind of look like a Medeiros.
I didn't do it, but I like I didn't even, I'm like, oh, I'm doing Medeiros. But like, you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking with Medeiros. I'm crossing, but I did.
Oh my God. Where is Justin? He's gonna be late for his heat time, and you're just chuckling behind your camera.
Yeah.
I know he's parking his car.
Hey, what about this controversy? By the way, I spoke to Sarah yesterday, and do you want to come to do you want to come to Wadapalooza? I spoke to Dylan yesterday, and we're going to try to get a sideline podcast, just like right on the sideline at the CrossFit Games. Taylor's going. It would be cool if it was me and you and Taylor and Souza did it.
Yeah. He messaged me a bit ago and asked if I was going. I don't know what for, but yeah, I think I'll go. I'll go.
And it'll be chill. And then Sarah has the beach property. Both the upstairs and the downstairs blocked off. I'm bringing my family, but the upstairs has 3 bedrooms, so you could stay in one, Taylor and Souza.
Is this different than the one we've been to in the past, or is it the same one?
It's the one that's off the beach, around the corner.
Hunter and I stayed there.
Okay.
I think it's good. It's great.
And it's from and the place is blocked off from the 16th to the 22nd
of September.
Yeah.
Dude.
What? Oh.
These athletes are gonna get boned.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were doing something. I thought you were gonna say you were doing something.
No, but I don't know. I'm always doing something. The athletes are so fucking boned.
August 28th, the Big W.
Hold up. You forgot one. August 4th, the CrossFit Games. 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Okay, August 4th, CrossFit Games. August 28th, the Big W. September 20th, Waza.
I don't even care what's after that. That's a lot.
There's oh no, maybe sorry. Sorry. I have the Big W wrong. August 4th is sorry. August 4th is CrossFit Games, then Waza September 20th, and then I think after that maybe is the Big W and Rogue. Shit, I knew all the dates by heart. I forgot it. But basically between now and December 18th, they have 2 Big W's, a Rogue and a Waza. That's 4.
When is Rogue Invitational 20? October 31st is Rogue.
Yeah.
Did you have another one in there?
There's 2 Wazas
right before that, right? Crash is the October 10th or something.
Yeah, I can't. Why do people keep saying when I ask them if they're going to Crash, they say I don't think JR will let me. Both Dallin and Jason said that. Is there rules on who can go?
That I know of.
You're stupid if you don't go to Crash. Hey, listen, we're gonna be there at Crash, and you're gonna get if you want like shit tons of publicity, like after every heat, the winners and losers and everyone gets to be on the camera, and we get so many views on that show. Those shows will be as big as our game shows.
Hey, how much did you work out while you were at the games?
Once.
Okay, now imagine being one of these athletes.
Yeah.
Actually trying to contend to become fitter, and you're just traveling all the time. And you're competing all the time. You're not gonna.
And Jason and Dallin are going to a bachelor party and a wedding in that same time. Cooper Marsh's bachelor party and wedding.
Bro. This has been the writing on the wall for a year, and now it's like really significant. Apparent.
So you're saying you can't be home for a week and train, be gone for 4 days for a bachelor party, be home for a week and train, go to an event, be home for a week and train, go to a wedding, come back, be home for a week and train, go to an event.
If you're serious, I don't think that it's a stretch to say you need a solid 10 weeks at home to see progress. I don't think it's a stretch at all. And at minimum 6, but I would like to say 10. If I was working with somebody and I'm like, hey, you can't give me 10 weeks consecutively, then like I don't think you're serious about this. And if you're like, well, I got a competition in 6, and I'm like, well, what's your goal? And you said you want to be the fittest on earth, I say you skip that competition.
Yeah, Dallin said he wants to win the Big W.
Well, he did just lose the CrossFit Games.
He said he's just chomping at the bit. Dude, someone asked me a great question about Dallin. They said, hey, do you think that Dallin thinks...
Patrick Lane, Hilder, either you want to grow the sport or you don't. Traveling is a necessity for athletics. Do you agree with that?
No. I mean, it's such a vague, broad thing. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, yeah. Some traveling is going to be a necessity if you want people to be represented from all over the world and get eyeballs on it. But if you're going to hurt your athletes or make it so that they burn out or so that they have a miserable time, you know, the concept of where you're just going there and surviving instead of competing, like these dudes are gonna hate this shit.
I think the spirit of what he's saying is right. And it's like a comparison between like, oh, the NFL guys go somewhere every week. But you also hear Tyson say that he comes in so fit and he loses it over the course of his football season.
Yeah.
Like all he's trying to do is mitigate fitness loss. And I know that he's still a great football player, but it's just battling that loss. And I think when you travel, you lose your fitness, especially when it's competing.
I lost a bunch of, I know when I came back just from being at the games for a week and only working out once, I had lost a bunch of fitness.
Yeah. I feel like dog shit.
Yeah.
I cut you off real hard with the Pat thing. What were you going to say about Dallin?
Oh, someone asked me, they said, hey, does Dallin think Jason beat him or that he lost to Jason? And I go, hey, dude, that's a great question. He thinks he lost to Jason. And the distinction being is like, you can tell Dallin's like a personal accountability, responsibility person, and he puts it all on himself. Like no place in his head is he like Jason better than me. Like I fucking love him. You know what I mean? I love all, and I think Jason's the same way, and I think Sprague's the same way. And I mean, Colton even said on the podcast, hey, dude, I'm fucking delusional as fuck. I go into every workout being like, yep, I'm beating everyone in this. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude.
It's a marathon row. Colton's like, I got this wrapped up.
Yeah. That's a great place to be, right?
No,
it's not. I don't know.
I don't think Fraser went into the marathon row thinking he'd win. I think he got 10th on that. And
yeah.
That's damn good. Like,
do you think so? What do you think the mindset should be?
Run, think he was going to win the run. I think it was finish as high as you can relative to your peers.
Right. And although he did say he wanted to do better, he said he was really happy with a 15th because his mile times went from like 6:48 the year before to like 6:35 or something.
I mean, I like that for Colton a lot, but I don't think that it's the best. But I'm also not Colton, so.
Joseph Ramirez, Jose, NFL players only play 1 game per trip, not 3 games in 3 days. Hey, dude, by the way, I know you from the chat, and then I met you in person. And when I met you in person, I didn't even connect the two until just now. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even connect the two, even though you look just
Patrick.
What's he saying? Wait, hold on. Let me pull it up before you fucking rail him. Where is it? Is it Patrick?
I'm not going to rail him, but he's talking about sports. I mean, like golfers travel every single day, but it's just not a beatdown on your body. And like you can practice golf anywhere.
Right.
The thing about fitness is it's all about sleep, and that's how you get better.
Right.
It's all about sleep. And it's all about not being stressed. The way you increase your fitness is you beat the shit out of yourself when you're in the gym, and then you sleep and rest. And yeah, you can beat the shit out of yourself anywhere, but if you're traveling, you're probably more stressed and you're probably not sleeping as much. Drinking as much water. You don't have like your dog there to calm you down and whatever.
Did you interact with Tia at all at the games?
She was in the booth next to us, and I so wanted to just be like, hey, good job. But there wasn't a time because she's there to kind of watch the event finale. And so I was waiting for the event to wrap up. And by the time the event had wrapped up, she had ghosted.
And do you know how that would go? Does she hate you or like you, or does she have any?
I've heard she hates me, but I think it's a strong word. I heard she's not like necessarily fond of me.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dylan said to me yesterday, he's like, you know, in a really cool way. He said, hey man, can't we all just get along? Like what would it take for like everyone to get Walensky, the Wadapalooza guy? He goes, hey man, I just want everyone to get along in the space and it to be good. And I go, here's the problem. If none of us no one hates Justin Medeiros, but when he says something like, people like me for who I am and not where I place on the leaderboard.
You saw that recap video, that part of the video? Yeah.
Yeah. Was that in your video?
Yeah. It's from his video after he didn't do well following his win. So he won, he did shit, and then he's put that video up.
So if he would have said, hey, I like myself for who I am and not where I place on the leaderboard, I would get it. But if he truly thinks people like him for who he is and not where he is on the leaderboard, then we have to make fun of that. It's not hit to him personally, but it's like, it's just so objectively not true. Like, no one likes Michael Jordan for who he is. And if they do like Michael Jordan for who he is, it's only because they know him because of how good he got. And so if Michael Jordan would have never went to the NBA, none of these people would have liked him. And if he wouldn't have been the greatest of all time, not everyone would love him. And it's okay. It's there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with us all loving Rich Froning because he's fucking won 4 times in a row and because he has the most insane body ever of any man to walk planet Earth. But then over the next 10 years, we get to know him and he presents himself like a gentleman and a man. And we've slowly starting to like him for who he is, right? But it's like, hey, dude, look at Matt Fraser. People don't like him for who he is as they got to know him. They loved him as a fucking, but you're a fucking athlete. It's like if you're a juggler and you set the world record for juggling 16 or 17 balls and you're the only person on planet Earth who can do that, has that skill. People like you because you can juggle balls. Like, you're just all dancing monkeys and it's okay. Accept the truth. Don't lie to yourself.
Damn.
And so how,
extreme.
what?
Like, imagine that guy stops juggling and puts up a Medeiros video. It's like, I know people like me for who I am, not for the balls I juggle.
Yeah. And so it's like, Justin, we don't hate you, but when you say stuff like that, it's our job to fool around with it. Like, hey, Danielle, no one, at least I don't hate her because Cash fucking bit someone in the gym. I don't hate Will Morad because he's scheduling events over the other events.
I think I might.
And not.
I honestly think I might despise Will Morad for doing that. I think it's disgusting that he was at the games putting up that picture. It's like, hey, I'll see you guys at the World Fitness Project. It's gnarly.
Really?
I mean, there is a part of it that's cool. Like,
what do you expect him to do? He's throwing. If I was at an event, I would
do that. Like, hey, I'll see you guys at the games. That's trying to be badass. So maybe it's badass, and I'm looking at it wrong. I don't know.
Dude, if you were throwing an event, wouldn't you pass out flyers at the CrossFit Games? Like, so for all of our see that crash, this thing, we kept this up during the whole time. It's a QR code to sign up for Crash. But on the other hand, it's like, hey, you did it behind the scenes with all the best athletes in the world there, and you only got 7,000 views. And it's like, that's funny. That's like, and that's where I think we're our strongest, where we chime in and be like, hey, dude, something's not working. Like, I think that's okay. Or when you say like, hey,
didn't you have a field day with Rad at Wodapalooza?
Yeah.
Isn't it similar how Wodapalooza gave him the boot? I guess the step wasn't taken to give Will Morad the boot, and he didn't have the follow-up of, what the hell?
Yeah, Tier, if you pay to throw an event and you sell shoes and someone gets up, you know what someone told me the other day? They're like, so basically what happened was Tier paid to be the title sponsor. They were selling shoes there. And like any event, the title sponsor doesn't want people competing, selling products at the event, which is totally fair. You know, Tier put up whatever, $500,000. And then Rad tried to play the victim. And then someone's like, oh, dude, it was just a marketing campaign. And I go, well, that doesn't make my point.
Will is just supporting Brooke in her final season. They're best friends, Sevon.
Yeah. I'm okay with I don't know.
Hey Jeff, like, yes, there's room for everybody at the table, but
what do you think
that I'm really struggling with is the massive beat down on the athletes? It just seems like a beat down.
Yeah. What do you think is the difference between Will Morad clearly trying to start a competing organization with CrossFit? It's not in conjunction or it's to compete. And then also Brian Friend saying he won't talk about the games, but then still doing game shows.
It's his biggest show of the year. You see that? It's over 1,000 views. Can't help himself. Brian can't help himself.
He put the
He's
other
like an
day,
addict, dude.
the other day he said, people see Dave as a criminal. I'm thinking to myself, dude, no one thinks that. That's just you being too much of a coward to say it yourself that you think he's a criminal.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like John Woolley's Ask Me Anythings. It's like he's just writing them to himself.
No conviction. That's why he's also having the game shows. When I think that he presented it as the recap show with Patrick Clark, Brian. So I go, oh, that's fine. Like Patrick's gonna be the one running it. Patrick was there.
Right.
I saw Patrick while I was there. I ate chicken tenders with Patrick while I was there.
You ate what? Chicken nuggets?
Chicken tenders.
Oh, okay. From where? Yeah. Popeyes?
Just one of those places right next door. No one was there. Okay. And I burned my tongue.
Oh, ouch.
But the fact Brian should not have been on that show. It's embarrassing that Brian was on that show. And anything that he says aside from that is just an excuse. I'm there to support the athletes and my friends who dedicate their lives. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
what do you think he's going to do next year if Dave's still running the games? Do you think he tries to walk it completely back?
There's zero he does that surprises me. Walk it back. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me. Hey, dude, the thing about Brian is he's got nothing else. Like, this is what he's good at. What he just did and what he just completely botched on is all he's good at.
He's shit in the kitchen where he eats. Yeah.
It'd be like if you didn't talk into that microphone. It's all you're good at.
Right.
And raising kids, I suppose. Like, those are your two things, right?
Yeah.
Like, what else you got?
Oh, I got to ask you.
The assault bike? Take away your assault bike.
I'm not even good at that.
Microphone, and you got nothing.
I'm not even good at that.
Brian just has talking about elite fitness.
And Haley hurt her back 5 days ago, and I can't even rail her right now.
Yeah, but she told me you're not good at that, so I didn't include that part.
I couldn't even. Oh shit! I'm like, I got home. I'm like, hey man, like I need like as much poison taken because I've been gone for fucking 7 days. I'm like, I need as much poison taken out of me as possible over the next 10 days. And I was laying down and I hear this. It's not all about you. I'm like, what? She's like, nothing. I was like, what'd you say? She's like, nothing.
That's kind of the best part about it. You're like, good. Yes. Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. All right. Let's figure it out. And fuck, that's a long time to be away, dude. 7 days is a long time to be away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
10 days.
I came out to you, a year and a half or so ago?
Yeah.
I was gone for like 2 weeks. I went from street parking to your place. It's rough.
Oh my God. 2
weeks.
Oh my God. No wonder you wanted to rub me with a butter knife.
Yeah.
Hey, so Taylor's turned off his cell phone.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Why? Because Jason won the games?
No, because he's on some retreat. I guess I'm just making this up, but I guess he's like spending quality time with his chick.
I do that every day.
But anyway, we need to just ass pound Bryson. So when fucking Taylor comes back on, Bryson's fucking in the corner naked, like in the shower. He doesn't have Taylor. He doesn't have Taylor to protect him in the chat anymore.
I don't want to ass pound Bryson.
I do.
I feel like he needs a break from Taylor.
Those guys are fucking bullies in the chat. It's fucking crazy. Fucking Bryson.
How long is Taylor out of commission for? He wasn't out with JR yesterday.
No, he's gone. He's like in Wyoming or he's camping or something. He's doing like fucking a fuckathon with Lizzie. Probably trying to get her pregnant.
Oh no.
That'd be my guess.
That'd be cool, I guess. A little Taylor would be a menace.
You said Brian has monster games? I don't think he does have monster games.
I said absolutely nothing about the monster games. But I heard he didn't get asked to go, but he went anyway.
Yeah. I heard he had a really good time there.
I did not hear that. I heard he basically got kicked out.
The people around him didn't have a good time. What did Bryson do? Because he's friends with Taylor. Ask him what he did. Those guys fucking have just been. It's just when they're together, they're fucking Batman and Robin. Now fucking Batman's gone.
How did Augustus Link hear that?
He's not just a boy. Fucking Bryson walks around the fucking house and he's fucking a monster. He wears those oversized shirts and you think he's a little pussy and he's walking around the fucking house in Albany. He's a fucking
Hold up.
Did you know that Bryson's a monster? Have you seen him with his shirt off?
He did look big the other day. I think I told him that. We were in the booth and his back looked all jacked.
He's a monster, dude.
I told Bryson and Hobart that their backs look all jacked.
I see him coming out of the shower every morning. Fucking, he's huge. He has big traps, a 6-pack. His fucking lats are massive. He's a fucking monster. A little boy.
He better be. He works out all the time.
Yeah, he's crazy looking.
And that's a good comment. Everybody's a monster next to Sevy, Mason Mitchell.
Okay, I got a question for you. Rebounding box jumps. I told Taylor, I'm like, hey, you got to put those in Kill Taylor. You got to and he's like, no. I go, why? He goes, Achilles injury. I'm like, dude, don't be a pussy. I'm dying to hear Bill Grunler weigh in on that. What happened to rebounding box jumps? I'd still do them all the time. I do them all the fucking time. I did 200 in a workout the other day.
12.2, 12.3. It's like this 10-minute AMRAP. And the entire workout is rebounding box jumps. It's an open workout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know of anybody who blew out their Achilles on that. 14.3, it's the ascending workout of deadlifts and box jumps. The weights on the deadlifts, and it's a bunch, and everyone was doing the step up because it was keeping their heart rate down, but the best for rebounding the box jumps. Yeah. And I don't remember anybody blowing out their Achilles on that workout.
Yeah, it skyrockets your heart rate. I mean, when I do them, it's like, holy shit.
The only time people start blowing their shit out is when the volume got crazy for people who probably shouldn't be doing it, or the people got what they thought was too smart and they stopped doing them altogether because of what Taylor said. Like, we don't want to hurt your Achilles, so you never do them. And if you never do them, you're in danger. Go play basketball. You go play full effort, Sevon style, 5-on-5 basketball.
Yeah.
Your ACLs are in for a hell of a time. I'd be shocked if you made it out in one piece.
I did. There's a workout that I do pretty regularly, probably at least once a month. And I do 10 box jumps with a 30-pound vest. And I do them rebounding. And I start at 1.5 inches. Okay, so I do 10 on 1.5 inches, and then I lower a piece of rogue floor, flooring.
Yeah, that's smart. It works, right?
And I go to 3 inches, and I do 10 rebounding with a 30-pound vest. Then I grab another one, and now I'm at 4.5 inches, and I do that all the way up to 24 inches.
And then you're warmed up and you're good to go.
Yeah, and even when I'm at, and the only break you get is the time it takes you to move the 27-pound piece of flooring from the from the stack to the new stack to make it taller. And then I just keep doing that, and I forget how many it ends up being, but eventually I finish at 24 inches and I rebound the last 10 with a 30-pound vest.
And before you know it, you don't know how many reps you've done?
I forget. How many pieces of flooring? Is it 160? I can't remember how many pieces of flooring it is to make 24 inches. I think it's 16 pieces of flooring or something.
Check this video out.
Yeah, here it is. And this is exactly it. Sevy, we stepped down because Dave says so. And you know why? And that's I want to get to
Dave's a soft baby.
Yeah, exactly. And just remember that's why the games will never be at Carson, because the athletes have complained so much about the fucking heat. I saw James Sprague all excited because it might be at Carson. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, nice. No rep. These are the glory days where there are rebounding box jumps. Dave's wearing a sweatshirt with a collar coming out of it.
Travis Bajan's back there.
Oh, damn. Look at Travis. Look at him. He's huge.
Is that Lindsay Valenzuela going against
Annie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my rebounds were way faster
And dude,
than
look
that.
at even the push jerk. It's another movement. The shoulder overhead. It's a Achilles dominant movement. So in all reality, you've got 20 consecutive reps. That's all Achilles. And I don't know if anyone blowing their Achilles out on this.
I jump off the top to open my hip, by the way. I do a little jump and open my hip on the way down.
Look, this is wild because they're going at this clip the entire time. And these chicks are getting 10 rounds on this workout. So they're doing 150 of these suckers. Not in your wildest dreams would you see this these days.
I think it's a mistake.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Annie does look twice this size now. And she won the games at this point. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And that's why the games will never be at Carson again. It's going to be the indoor games. We're at the rate people are complaining, we're 10 years away from the games being in a Globo gym, air-conditioned Globo gym on machines.
I mean, maybe they'll use the strength erg next year. That'd be sick.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude.
You know the strength erg? Have you seen that thing?
Yeah.
I don't like the strength erg all that much.
People were saying there was something you could do on it where you can do like 150 leg presses really quick and you get off and you can't even walk. Like there's some sort of like.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm happy I didn't get one. Like I thought about getting one because I like to be pretty knowledgeable of the things, the machines. Yeah. But like I use it at the games and I just don't see much.
They should send you one for free. Someone was asking me if I want to go to Rogue in Scotland, and I do want to go there, but basically everywhere we go, it has to be a cost to benefit ratio of leveraging the attention the podcast gets for subscribers and donations. And so if we go there, and I don't think they give enhanced access there. So if we go there and we're just another one of the asshole pieces of media there where we're just stuck in, you know what I mean? Then it's just like no benefit to me. I need like, it's like, I hope we set some sort of precedent this year with people realizing the value of having the podcast on the sidelines. And now Dylan's going to give us a chance to do it at Wodapalooza. And I hope that somehow Bill and Katie gets on their radar and they're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Come on out.
Were there many places you weren't allowed to go to the games this year?
No, because I stayed with Dave. That was my whole thing. They told me they were going to limit my access. So then I came up with this harebrained idea that I would just follow Dave.
Because he's got the green band on, which allows, there was a word for it.
Yeah, you could chaperone anyone anywhere. Yeah. Will Waza make you wear tier? I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, dear Bill and Katie.
Hey, the real difference between the sparkly band and the normal band was access to the warm-up area. That was really it. Right.
I think so. Yeah.
And if we're being entirely honest about it, it's like not that big a difference. Would you agree with that or not?
I mean, if Taylor and Rios and Souza and Bryson could not have gotten to the warm-up area, the behind the scenes would be shit. I mean, that's where Taylor got so much good shit back there, Bryce and Rios. And so if we couldn't go to the warm-up area, we'd be fucked. So it was important to have the sparkly band.
Where else would there have been potentially necessary behind the scenes, if any?
I don't know. I don't think any.
Well, like, because you would know, seeing as you were everywhere with Dave. Was there anywhere else you could see them having been beneficial or no?
No.
Corral, maybe? Because I don't think they were Corral.
I don't know if they were allowed in the.
They were not.
No, they were not. Yeah. And that sucks too, because the Corral is such a good place. I mean, that's where I got so much great behind the scenes shit in the years previous. And hey, Danielle Brandon wouldn't have been able to tell me that my camera looks bigger than I am if I wasn't in the Corral area.
Dude, he's impressive.
She is impressive. I agree.
It's crazy that she got 0 points.
What does she have to do to fix her back squat?
Probably go do what Sam Briggs did and work out with Louis Simmons, but that dude's dead, so she can't.
You think she's going to do that? You think she's going to fix that? What are the downstream effects too? I mean, obviously we know there's not going to be a max back squat again.
Man, the thing about, look at that, $100.
Go to Scotland. Thank you, Mr. Lange.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm going.
That'll do it. That'll pay for. You'll take off from California and you'll land in the ocean somewhere. Danielle needs the games. She needed 2 more events, and the other event she didn't do well in was the clean event with the pegboard.
Oh, so shit! 2 more events and she may have been podium. Holy shit!
2 more events and she probably would have been second.
Wow!
Depending on what the events were, of course.
Right.
Hey, dude, I thought she had a shot at winning this year.
Let me see. She beat Lucy Campbell on the 2nd event, the 4th event, the 5th event, the 6th event. Oh, no, sorry. I'm looking at... Sorry. She beat Lucy Campbell on the 2nd event and the 5th event. And
she beat her on Going Dark. She beat her on Running Isabel, and then she beat her on Atlas. So half. She beat her on half.
Okay. So Lucy's legit.
Lucy's stupid legit. How old is Lucy? Can you click on her name?
By the way you handled the Kerstetter thing was genius. It was so important. It's so needed to be said about her body composition shift.
Hey, dude.
And the way you handled that was so perfect. And kudos to Olivia for handling it so well. She's a fucking gem.
Well, the thing is, it's exactly why I came on here to talk about that dude, that ate whatever the Hillard. I don't know his name, Jake.
That's so
Jake
funny.
Hillard.
His name's Hillard. It's so funny.
But she's a 19-year-old chick with all these eyeballs on her. And I asked her a question, and she's got the option to go the route he did or answer the question.
Yeah, she could have. Exactly.
So, dude, Olivia's cool as hell. And did you like the bit how I threw in there that Tia brought Olivia in, and now she has the opportunity to retire when Olivia starts beating her up in practice?
Yeah.
Like, yep, I got no chance now. She's beating me on 18 workouts this week.
Yep. Hey, and I think Emma Lawson's probably better than Lucy and Olivia.
Emma Lawson is better than yes. Damn, I miss Emma Lawson.
And she's with Matt Torres, which is kind of scary.
Emma's a freak.
How did Westside help Tudor? It seems counterintuitive, but it seemed to work. I didn't even know he went to Westside. He's strong as shit.
The funniest thing I heard, saw, conversed about all weekend was in the comment section of the behind-the-scenes video I did of the check-in. I was talking to Tudor, and he was talking about how he never maxes, ever. He's like, I'm expecting to hit 500. This will be great. He ended up shitting the bed and getting 460, but there's a crazy irony behind going, I never max. Haven't done it in 3 years. His coach is like, yeah, we know it's in the tank. I'm confident. Confident Tudor's completely different. And the whole time he's wearing a Westside barbell shirt.
Oh, shit.
And do you know, like, the significance of that?
Just because they're the best lifters in the world?
Their entire thing is they basically max out every single chance they get. And it's always different. Like, they max out with a bamboo bar. They max out with bands. They max out with chains. They max out to a box squat. They max out in every single different way that you can. And Tudor's wearing a Westside barbell shirt. He goes, yeah, I haven't maxed in 3 years. So it's just kind of funny.
Tudor, 20th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 21st, 14th, 26th, 3rd, and then a 2nd. Good on him. And a 12th. There he is. Hey, and he got a 2nd in the shortest workout besides the back squat. And that's his thing, man. He's like Hatfield, sub 3 minutes, and you better fucking watch out for Tudor.
Everyone said the top 9 were completely different this year, and you can see it. Look at that. There's a 100-point difference from him and from Roman and Tudor. That's that break where everyone was talking about the break.
The tears?
Yep.
And what about Adler? You think he's toast?
Toast.
Toast.
Stupid toast.
Hiller, do you think Mal will ever return?
No.
God, what a shame. Why?
I watch as much of her content as I can. Just does not seem like it.
She's just coasting.
There's this massive speculation that she's going to come back. What would be the 4-year window of a ban because people think she got popped. Have you heard this story?
No, but I like it already.
People
this
think
is crazy.
that she popped, and people think that they didn't want to wreck Mal O'Brien's image.
And
there's this conspiracy theory that it's just, oh, I'm retiring. Like, hey guys, I don't think so. I think that she went to the insane asylum that Jason Hopper also went to, and she didn't come out the other side quite like Jason did. And I don't think she has any intention of ever putting herself anywhere near like anything like that ever again. Jason in that video said he was going to retire from CrossFit after he was done with HWPO and the games of that year.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like Mel did retire.
Yeah, this couldn't be more true. Dave doesn't care about anyone's image. That couldn't be more true.
Except she's that one guy in 2008.
Right, or 9. Yeah, the military guy. She's sourdough baking?
Yeah. Like
hey,
Divine and Corinne.
Mal is?
Yeah.
Hey, here's you know what's interesting about that? That you say that? He also was concerned about Kale Lehman's image, who is also a military guy. Those are the two people he was worried about. I think he didn't want. I think he said somewhere he was concerned about Kale getting kicked out of like the whatever boot camp or the Naval Academy or wherever the fuck he was.
Maybe he should get kicked out.
It wasn't I'm retiring. She played victim with the mental health thing. At that time, you weren't allowed to argue that because mental health is so important. She played it perfectly.
I'm not sure I understand that. Some people legit have that stuff going on. It's the people that use it incorrectly to their own gain. Like Mitchell Hooper, piece of shit.
Yeah, I do think Mal got broken.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Mitchell Hooper is the prime example of somebody who plays, oh, you don't know what it's like. I was going to run in front of a train. Bro.
Is that what he said? Did he say that?
Yes. Oh my God. You haven't seen that video?
I never watched that. I never saw that.
There's a certain point where I literally think I've made too many videos on the same thing. Like I'm kind of just sitting on the edge of my seat with a Sporty Beth video. I want to break down the World Fitness Project, Tour Stop 1 recap video. But I definitely was like, I'm passing on the Mitchell Hooper depression suicide video. I probably should have. The one I made before that got 100,000 views.
This.
Are you looking for it, or you want me to pull it up?
No, I'm gonna pull something else up. This is crazy. I haven't looked at the comments on this. This is fucking crazy. This is nuts, dude. This says, I'm Bucati trend with my YouTube intern.
Oh, yeah. She's getting boned for sure. And for anyone who wants to clip that and not understand the context of why I'm saying that, this dude cheated on his wife as she's about to birth their baby after having just outed another strongman 3 months earlier for doing the same thing. He is the biggest royal piece of shit in the fitness space. And anybody who gives him the time of day is an idiot. I give him the time of day, but it's just specifically to remind people of how much of a piece of shit he is.
Oh, he must have erased all the negative comments because, I mean, he opened him up to some crazy shit.
I'm pretty sure I summarized everything pretty well right there.
Yes.
But you think he's what was your thing on him? He's not a bad person.
Did I say that?
I don't know. I don't know how to summarize your take on him quite right. I think he deleted the nope, here it is, mental health.
I just don't like the I don't think he's fine. Oh, God. I gotta go.
This is how everyone remembers what you said, by the way.
Listen, I don't think his wife should have I don't think his wife should have gone public with the fact that he was railing the intern.
Here,
How's your hip?
his
How's your
video.
hip? Okay. How's your hip?
Okay.
Say hi to Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Who is that? Who is that?
It's Avi.
Avi.
Hey, I thought Avi's hips were really tight because his hips been bothering him and his lower back, and we took him to a chiropractor, and they said his abductor's loose. It's like a rubber band that's been stretched out and won't come back. That he's hyper flexible in his hips.
It's all that jujitsu.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And skateboarding.
Yeah,
And
go do some lunges, homie.
And what's crazy is he went to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor's like, "Can you do a pistol?" And like he can knock out pistols like it's his job, right, all day. And the chiropractor's like scratching his head. But I basically got banned. What did you say he should do? What lunges? I'm gonna get him. I got him bands that show up today, and I'm gonna have him do that thing where you step sideways.
Yeah, like a crab walk, monster walk.
Is that what that's called? Yeah.
Shuffle.
There's like a TheraBand, like that green one.
Oh,
Right.
geez.
What
Okay.
time is it?
It's time to go, but let's hold on one second. Go ahead, Hiller.
I'm not sure how to start this.
Is he stoned?
Crying.
It's difficult to get all my thoughts into one video, but this is kind of my chance. I've struggled for a really long time, and I just don't have any more left to give, unfortunately. I can't really explain what's led me exactly to this point, but surprise to people who don't know me well, but to people who know me well, you know that I'm on borrowed time, and I have been for a number of years.
Borrowed time.
This is better for me, and I think it's better for other people as well. The difficulty and the pain of fighting your own thoughts and my own feeling that I just can't go on. It's just too much at this stage.
After I recorded that video, I knew the schedule. I wasn't going to make the same mistake. I knew when I had to go, but I was interrupted. And I wasn't able to leave in time. And the person who interrupted me they have no idea. And they still have no idea who they are. And they didn't call to check in. They didn't call to ask if I was okay. They just called to share something, to share a story, to share something funny. It's a hell of a symptom solver to have someone who's... Now, after I shared that at 15, for the next 6 or so years, I was in quite a dark place. It culminated sitting in the forest in my university town with a tied rope. I'd put it around my neck, and I'd found a spot and a tree to be able to end my life. Now, I ultimately made the decision not to do anything. I don't know why, but that was a major turning point for me. I felt as though I set everything up, and I was ready to do it, and I had every means to do it, and I chose not to. And that choice for myself was really powerful in that you might think about these things, but ultimately, when push comes to shove, you do want to be here. You do want to live. There are things to live for.
You done with this yet?
Yeah. It's crazy. I just don't get authentic from that dude. It's like he thinks authenticity is like an act.
Was that guy dying?
What are you doing in here?
I mean, you're close, dude. Hey, that dude should not be on steroids.
No.
Nope.
Hey, I got a question for you before I go.
That guy sounded 2 times worse than Biden.
Yeah, correct. Good point. Very astute observation. What ailment would you want? What disease would you want that you would want someone to kidnap you in order to break you from it? Like if you were addicted to heroin, would you want me and Taylor and JR to come to your house and fucking like knock you out, tie you up, and take you in a car and drag you out to the desert for a month?
Yes.
Or like, and then here, what if you weighed 500 pounds, dude? would you want me and the boys to, like, if we saw you were getting like super fat, would you want us to come over and grab you and take you out to a fucking cabin in the woods that was like 200 miles from anywhere, and just like, and we would stay like in a what are those places where you hunt deer from? One of those, and just throw food down to you for a while, like for a month until you lost like 100 pounds. Like we just throw a bag of berries and like a fucking steak to you once every other day. Like,
That
I
sounds
think
fun.
I think any disease can be cured that way.
I do too. That I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, fuck, how, like, if I was, because I was thinking I would do that to one of my boys if they were addicted to some drug. I would just kidnap. I would hire like some Blackwater dudes and kidnap them and take them to Kenya.
Whoa.
And just be like,
I understand the way that I
You
am with
won't-
food
you won't
because of
ever
what I
have to do that.
wait, hold on a sec.
You won't ever have to do that.
I won't have to do that with you. Good. Okay, go
You
ahead.
might
Andrew.
have to do it with you though.
Maybe you might have to do it with me. Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
I know the way I am with food is because of what I self-imposed on myself as a wrestler. I mean, it's the same thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I limited food like crazy. I know how hard it is, and the only way that like people get as fat as they are is because they have access and they're soft as shit. They've never done anything hard when it comes to food, and it's got out of control.
Yeah.
I think most people don't do anything hard.
The problem is after they clean up, most go right back. But hey, dude, but still, like, if I was addicted to heroin, I would so want someone to fucking kidnap me and fucking.
Well, you're either gonna die from just recoil, or you'll come out the other end, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a real thing, right? Like, can alcoholics just recoil and not make it?
You mean like you go through the withdrawals and you die? Like, I've heard of people who are addicted to alcohol and they go through such gnarly withdrawals they die.
Yeah.
Like Bryson might go through those with Taylor gone.
He might.
Are we on the show?
We are. All right, Andrew, thank you for coming on and saving the show. Jay Crouch, missed you today. Headed to the skate park, people. Love you guys. Tomorrow, I don't know what's going on tomorrow.
I brought my plane since jiu-jitsu's canceled.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have anyone on tomorrow. Who wants to come on tomorrow? If you're
Me, I do.
No, not you.
Oh.
I'll text Tia and see if Tia. I'll text Shane and see if Tia wants to come on. Tia should come on, right?
Tia should come on.
Yeah.
She's coming on?
I mean, I want her to come on. Here's the thing, because like I think like because of the games, like if they're like we could just have some good healing. Like she could come on and I could talk about how great she is and how much I love her still doing what she's doing, and then we could, you know what I mean?
Healed.
What?
What needs to be healed?
I don't know. I mean,
what have you done?
I don't know what I've done, but like I can just tell, like when I'm in the same space with her, it's very standoffish. I mean, I mashed her for drinking caffeine while she was pregnant, or for advertising.
And you were correct for having done that.
Yeah.
And if she says you weren't, then she's objectively wrong.
Right.
Is Hitler coming to Newport?
You're going to Newport?
Oh, for the Wadapalooza.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Avi.
Is Taylor going?
Yeah. Who, if Hiller and Taylor were both in the same room, you'd probably explode, huh? Who would you jump on first?
Taylor for sure.
Taylor. Yeah, Ari.
Hiller's
Who's
more,
your favorite? If Hiller and
Hiller's more of a good dude. Taylor is just like, he calls me dork. Hiller's chill.
If Hiller and Taylor were both in the same room, who would you jump on first? Ari.
I'd rather go with Hiller.
Oh, you'd go with Hiller. You jump on Hiller first? Wow. Who's nicer, Hiller or Taylor? Hiller's nice.
Damn. Don't let Reddit know that.
Is Taylor watching?
No, he went to the forest to lock. He's trying to get his wife pregnant this week.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Good for him.
All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.